My name is Randy Pilon. I'm President, CEO, and founder of a company called Virox Technologies here in Oakville, Ontario. We're about 14 years old, and we're positioned in healthcare, disinfection, sterilization, and that means essentially new technologies using hydrogen peroxide to disinfect hands, medical devices, or surfaces. And I like the concept of bringing it down a notch to working with universities and colleges and people and giving them the opportunity to come and get advice from some seasoned entrepreneurs, people that have been there, done that. Well, I mean, success is, I think, a result, but at the end of the day, what really matters to me is that the person has a concept or an idea that is intuitively in a good industry. You need to be focused on a growth industry, something that's going to be sustainable. And number two, do they have the desire, the magical balance of desire and mechanisms? The desire, you know, the passion to pull it off, and the mechanisms, the ability to pull it off. So too much desire is like a fly hitting a window. So you don't want too much of that, but the mechanisms, you also need the right tools in the toolbox. And I find a lot of entrepreneurs today rely too much on, I have all the tools, and they don't want to get out of bed in the morning. So you got to find that balance, and magical things can happen. So I want to help flush that out and see if we have the right people. I left a corporate job making way more money than I deserved to invest everything I had and mortgage my house to start a company. And it's because I wanted to control my destiny. And what made me successful, I think, is surrounding myself with the right people at the right times and knowing what I'm not good at and finding people that are good at those things. So I think that was probably the core to the success, is building a team that was very, very focused. You know, cash is like a runway for a plane taking off. And, you know, all too often entrepreneurs run out of runway, even though they got a great plane. Well, I think the message is going to be key. And I think the message has to be three things. It has to be clear, compelling, and memorable. It has to be something that we understand a pedestrian would get. It has to be compelling. It has to be interesting. It has to make you want to investigate more. And it has to be memorable, because we're going to see many people. And it's got to be something that you want to reflect back. So, so those are the things I'd be looking for as a Python in terms of the pitch. It's really important because I didn't have a lot of that. And maybe that's one of the reasons why I'm here, is because there was no 1-800 helpline. You know, you lay in bed at night and stare at the ceiling sometimes saying, what was I thinking? And it would be really nice to be able to call somebody and say, you know, what do you think of this, or what do you think of that? And they're actually interested and have a vested interest in what you're trying to accomplish. So I would like to be involved as much as they want us to, without telling them what to do. And hopefully provide some strategic guidance for the company, or for whatever venture that we go on. There's a huge group of people out there called woulda, shoulda, and coulda. And you don't want to be one of those people. You don't want to be in a cubicle 20 years from now saying woulda, shoulda, coulda. You don't want to say didn't try. You know what? You owe it to yourself. You're young. You got recovery time. You got to try. You got to do it.